Hello, my beautiful butterflies. This is Magical Butterfly Spirit here doing a quick reading for my Divine Feminines. How are you guys doing? Alright, so let's see. This is going to be a timeless reading on a topic that is yet to be determined. Alright, who's watching over us this reading? We have Mary Marilyn, Divine Feminine. Look at that. Definitely Divine Feminine energy. Alright, so we're going to start off with Marilyn Monroe. You have a lot of time and energy stored up in you. It's time to use that energy to reach your goals. A little channel message from Marilyn Monroe there. And she also says, it doesn't matter what you look like, what size you are, just go out there and do it. Alright, so let's move on to my oracle cards. I just did a tarot deck review on the Modern Witch. I was a little disappointed because so many people use it, so I was expecting it to be awesome. But outside of a few cards, it was just meh. Yeah, you can find out on my channel if you want to watch it. Compassion. They're asking you to be compassionate to yourself. They want you to treat yourself like you treat others. You will never talk to yourself the way you talk. You will never talk to other people the way you talk to yourself. And I want you to remember that. Uh-oh. Somebody here got a twin flame situation going on that they are not acknowledging as a twin flame. They think it's, maybe it could be, maybe it's not, maybe it's just soulmates, maybe it's a karmic, maybe I don't know what this is. It's a twin flame, sweetie. For those that it resonates with, they want you to know it's definitely a twin flame. So get over it. They're saying get over it. It's definitely a twin flame relationship, so get over it. I wish I could show these better. Yeah, that'll do for now. Alright, so we have everything is okay. Everything is okay. Like the energy feels like you're so used to being on the defense, and you're so used to something wrong happening that you're looking around like, where's the trap? There is no trap. Everything is okay. They're saying trust your intuition, trust your guidance. You're doing well. Stop trying to act like you're not. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's hold on to that one. Yes. What is this message coming through? Oh, this is the no contact. Okay, so going back to the twin flame. I mean, if you're in a no contact situation and you're feeling like this is has no resolution in sight, you need to let your divine partner take control of the situation. It's their turn to step up. You're wondering how come they haven't contacted you yet. They're wondering, should I contact them? If you reach out to them first, it's going to start the whole cycle again of this run chase dynamic. It feels there's a couple of you who are in this twin flame relationship where it feels like that whole run chase back and forth is coming to an end finally. So they're saying don't screw it up. They just told me don't screw it up by starting the cycle over again. Everything is right under your nose. It's like you think this is not it. This is not the relationship for you. And they're like, it is. This is it. This is the relationship. We're trying to tell you. We've been talking to you in your sleep about it. We've been trying to prep you for this relationship. And you keep saying it's not, it's not, it's not. It is, it is, it is. Stop ignoring it. Stop denying it. This is it. It took a long time to get your divine partner together, but he or she is definitely the one. So why are you running away from this? It's they're the one. You chose them. You picked them. We had other options for you that were easier, but you're like, no, I want this person. So they were like, they worked all this time on this person. They finally got them to a point where they're stepping into their empress or emperor energy. Because I'm feeling a lot of same-sex energy, as well as, so I'm feeling divine masculine, divine feminine, and divine feminine energy in this reading. So they're finally stepping into this emperor empress for you. They're not there yet, but they used to be a page. Then they went from a page to a knight. Now they're heading from a knight to a king. They're not emperor or empress yet. They're on their way. But my spirit team is like, do you know how long it took us to get them from a page to a knight, and a knight to a king or queen? And you're talking about, I don't know, I'm not sure? No. This is for you. Get over it. Stand your ground. Be firm on your boundaries that you set for yourself. Part of the reason why this cycle of chase and running is coming to an end, because you finally stepped up and set strong boundaries for yourself with your spirit team, your archangels. Is Archangel, who is here? I want to say Michael. We have Mambua Niana, radical rebirth. So a change is happening. But I'm wondering which archangel. I'm feeling some Archangel 5. Meshanic, spiritual development. They're telling me it's none of my business. Okay. Mame, Kanuma, Bang, speak up. There are several archangels here, and they say it's none of my business, so they're not going to tell me. So yeah, so your angels are proud. Well, not finally. They're proud of you for stepping up, for setting your boundaries, setting your limitations, saying, "I am not putting up with this no more." And they're like, "Okay." So if that's how you're gonna be from now on, your partner is asking themselves, "Is that the kind of relationship I want?" And they're like, "Yeah." All right, so how would that work? So that's where they are right now. Like, they're thinking. Give them time to think. Thinking is a good thing. Thinking is progress. They're not talking to freeze you out. Somebody is stepping into a very transformational stage right now where you're going to be put on stage. I talked about this in my Patreon. This is so funny. And I was talking about the difference between famous and like famous with a capital F and famous with a lowercase f. And this is feeling like an in between a capital F and a lowercase f. In that example on my Patreon, I said for me, 5,000 would be a big thing. 5,000 subscribers would be a big thing. But also you have Mr. Beast, who has 100 million subscribers. So 5,000 will be like a lowercase f for me, versus 100 million is famous with a capital F, all cap, for Mr. Beast. So this is feeling like 20,000 subscribers, like somewhere in between, where it's like you're famous. I'm just using YouTube's sub count as an example. It doesn't have to be a YouTuber. It just, I'm a YouTuber, so that's what I know. So for that example, let's say you have 20,000 subscribers. You're famous, you're doing things, you have enough people supporting you and know about you, your product, your services, your business, your aspirations, your goals, that you could, if you wanted to, build a business from, be an entrepreneur, or if you're in business, like a 9-to-5 business, probably leveling up to vice president, So it's like over the next there's 2 to 3 weeks. Next 2 to 3 weeks, there's going to be a shift. They're saying it's not gonna be a oh my god, I won the Mega Million lottery shift. They're saying it's gonna be a shift where you could see, like visually see, that you're on the road to whatever major goal you have in your mind. You understand? Like right now, it feels like because you're not seeing any progress, any physical progress, you're not sure if it's working. What you're trying to do to manifest, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in your career and your money is working. It is working. And over the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to start to see the seeds of that sprouting. I'm thinking of the Seven of Pentacles card, where all the pentacles are underneath the ground, and they're growing up. Well, for the past 2 3 years, those pentacles has been in the ground, germinating, but not growing, which is very frustrating. This is a long plant to grow. And the reason why it's taking so long for this plant to grow is because it's huge. It's a huge plant. It's a tree. It's a what's the trees called? Banyan trees. Those really big, tall, strong trees. So they're saying the seeds needed time to get strong enough to even sprout through the ground. And you've probably been noticing lately a shift. Again, it's subtle. Um, I don't know. If you're on Instagram, more people liking your posts, you know? Or if you're on Etsy, instead of one buyer every 2 months, it's like 2 or 3 buyers in 1 month. There's like a subtle shift where you're like, oh, it's not huge in the sense of it's not, I could quit my job off of this, but I'm noticing a growth. So that's where you are now. And in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to see a, damn, I might have to start making plans to level up. Like, this is actually working. And again, 9 to 5 business, entrepreneurship. It feels more like I'm talking to social media influencers, people who use social media for their business, YouTubers, tarot readers, people who sell stuff on Etsy. Like, it's giving me that vibe, but there's also a few of you who are in corporate America and who goals include going up the corporate ladder. I just heard the CEO's suits, the C-suites. Oh, get that dog. Get that pet. There's somebody like on the fence about getting a pet. Don't let anybody talk you out of it. Don't worry about your apartment guidelines. Sneak that pet in. You have a spiritual pet, a familiar, waiting for you. Oh, and the love is so real. It could be a bird. It might not be a dog. It could be a bird. It could be something small, like a bird, a fish, a little miniature bunny. Oh my God, those are so adorable. It could be that. Like if you're thinking about, if you're in a apartment and you think about a pet-friendly apartment. But I'm feeling a lot of energy for a dog. You should get a dog. I want a dog. I think I might get a dog. I think that might have been for me. Oh my gosh. They're saying if you stay ready, you never have to get ready. You are going to be in the forefront. There's people who want to collaborate with you that's going to be contacting you within the next 1 to 3 months. And it's going to help elevate your platform. I was going to say your business, but no, it's going to be elevate your platform. And by elevating your platform, more people see you, and then that will help grow your platform even more. They're saying like sing, dance, do arts and crafts, hobbies, whatever it is. What did you used to do when you were a kid, when you were bored? Like remember when we were kids, we were actually never bored. We would grab a coloring book. We would read a book. We would go outside. We would call our friends. We would do something. I'm talking about like the Gen X millennials generation. We were never bored. We always could find something to do. So, what is your hobby that you forgot about? Do that again. What is the hobby now that you're kind of thinking about doing? Do that again. Do you used to go out to the movies every week? Do that again. It's to awaken your inner child. Your inner child has been, oh, that's sad. Your inner child has been laying dormant in a protective sleep mode, like power off mode, so that it wouldn't activate anything. They would protect themselves from the outside world, because you've gone through so much that in order to make sure you don't get triggered, your inner child basically shut down. So you might notice that you're doing things like you haven't done before, like you haven't done in a long time, or enjoying things that you forgot all about, or watching movies that you're like, oh my God, I haven't watched that since I was a kid, or I haven't watched a Betty Boop cartoon since I was a kid. Like, and I used to love Betty Boop cartoons, things like that. Like, they're saying whatever it is that you used to do when you were a kid, you're going to start reawakening all those things. Do it. Don't feel like it's childish. It's not childish. Your inner child needs to play. Sorry for my hand going across the table like that. All right, so final messages. Ooh. There's a difference between being a gray rock, being nonchalant, and standing in what you know, and being hard-headed and egotistical. You are on the brink of stepping over from being nonchalant and just going with the flow and not letting things bothering you, to having a full-on ego attack. Be careful. You might be right in some things. It doesn't mean you need to be a bitch about it. You know what I mean? I even look at the little raccoon like, I want to come out and play, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna yell at me or not. You might have set boundaries a little too hard. You might want to look into a couple of them, not all, but there might be one or two that you might want to relinquish a little bit of a grip on, because it's holding somebody from coming towards you, which I have a feeling you know who it is. Something is storing in the ethers, the universe, the divine. They have something for you. It's a surprise. They won't tell me. They're saying you'll find out. They will say it's a fall, winter time frame for most of you, and for others it's a summer time frame. This is a timeless reading, but I will say, for those that's watching it right now, we are in August, so they're showing me Halloween, they're showing me Yuletide, and they're showing me summer fun. So for other people watching this, summer could be like next week from now. So it really depends on when you're watching this. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please subscribe. Please join me on Patreon, talking about leveling up. I have a Patreon. I am heavily invested in promoting my Patreon. You guys are gonna get sick of me promoting my Patreon. I don't care. This is it for me, guys. So if you'd like to get a reading with me, do so through Patreon. There's a $47 membership where it includes a monthly personal reading from me, as well as intuitively guided gifts every other month. For instance, I'm putting one in the mail for one of my Patreons this Tuesday. All right, so thank you so much for being here. Till next time, bye.